In your health now, too much stress is not good for you, as you know, and for many Americans, buying gifts is a great cause of that stress. Isn't that the truth? UW Health clinical psychologist Dr. Shyla Murgain says there's a way to reduce that stress by shifting from mindless spending to mindful giving. So let's get right into that. The way to do that, you've got 4 strategies. Number 1 is meaningful giving.
Well, happy holidays, John.
Same to you.
And people get caught up in the frenzy of holiday shopping. And instead, we can really connect back with the gift of giving by reflecting on our values. What is the intention behind what we want to give? And think about offering something that promotes something. It could be somebody's happiness or well-being or personal growth or development, or even just sheer joy and peace. And it's a great lesson this time of year for children. Talk with them about your values and why it's important to have generosity and compassion and empathy. It'll form the foundation of who our children become. Yeah,
that's so important. To teach kids it's better to give to receive. And I think they really enjoy it too. As we get older, we really appreciate that aspect of the holidays. Number 2 here is the gift of mindfulness.
Yes, around the world for thousands of years, there have been people light candles, and it reflects that in whatever darkness, there's a light of hope. In the same way, the gift of mindfulness helps people connect back with their own inner light. And you can do that in so many different ways: a relaxation or meditation CD, yoga class, exercise class, a hobby, or even I brought one adult coloring books that are trending right now.
Yeah. Okay.
The act of drawing in between or outside the line brings you in the moment, calms your mind, and connects you to the present.
And now open that up for me, because are these really, they're intricate. It's I could maybe color like the dog that's with wide lines, but that would be stress relieving though, if you're
they're
just
very popular this time of year.
Point number 3 is memory maker moments.
We rarely remember the gifts, but we remember how people made us feel and experiences. So create experiences, new traditions. You might play board games with your family or do something together to see the beauty around you. But most important is get together and have fun.
You know, of all the gifts I remember from my childhood, I've forgotten about all the toys and everything, but as an adult now, I think back on my Aunt Eula's mittens that she knitted for me every year, because she had arthritis, and I knew what it meant for her to make those for me. So you see, those are the gifts that stay with us,
Those
don't
homemade
they?
ones
Exactly.
really provide delight.
Number 4 is the gift of presence.
You know, the holidays are a time where the deep need of the world meets our deep gladness, and the best gift we have to give is ourselves. And we can do this, especially if we're struggling with holiday blues or loneliness or a loss. Give of yourself, your time and energy. Donate to charity, volunteer, help somebody, listen with somebody with your full presence. It'll leave you with a profound feeling. And if you can be a light for another, it really helps you be an example of the meaning and spirit of the holiday season.
And Shyla's written a great article on this at UW Health, and we put a link to it at NBC15.com. Just click on news links. You'll find the whole article there where she goes through her points here. Happy holidays, Shyla. Great to have you with us with your wonderful advice, as always.